Don't hear no. I eat no for breakfast. Don't hear no. Always believe in what can be, unburdened by what has been.
This is my video update on this Monday morning, July the 22nd. Let's talk about some news. And we are going to talk about what is going on in the United States of America and what is up with Biden. That was a straight up coup, wasn't it? That was a straight up freaking coup d'etat. Yep, no doubt about it. A Twitter X coup, because Biden's letter and his endorsement of Kamala Harris, it was on Twitter that it was all done. It was all done on Twitter X. If you believe that the letter is from Biden, of course. Many doubts about whether that letter was from Biden. Signatures don't match. It wasn't on, from what I understand, it wasn't on official White House letterhead. Does Biden even know that he's not president? Does he know that he's not president? Who put together that letter, and who posted that tweet afterwards where he allegedly endorses Kamala Harris? Who put all of that together? Oh boy. And the Democrat Party was telling us that democracy is on the ballot in 2024. Democracy is on the ballot. We have to save our democracy from Trump. About a year ago, maybe 6 months to a year ago, Putin gave a speech, and he said, the United States, the empire of lies. And what we saw yesterday was a whole bunch of lies. Oh, the past 3.5 years, a whole bunch of lies. So yeah, Assad must go. Putin regime change. Putin must go. When all is said and done, Biden is gone. Straight up coup d'etat. And this was a big Elensky curse. This was the biggest of all Elensky curses. You cannot defeat the Elensky curse. It cannot be defeated. How long have we been talking about the Elensky curse? It all started here. The Elensky curse started on this channel. And how long have we been tracking? All of us, we've been tracking the Elensky curse. Can it be defeated? No, it cannot be defeated. And it finally got to Biden. All of those hugs. And it finally took Biden down. So he endorsed, I say he, because we don't know who is really behind all of this. Well, we have an idea, and I'll get to that in a bit. We have an idea who's behind all of this. But endorsed Kamala Harris with a Twitter X post. All of this was done on a social media platform. Oh, Lord. If you do not laugh, you cry. Unbelievable. What a week. What a freaking week. So they scheduled the debates in June before the convention, before the Republican and the Democrat convention. Very unorthodox. I don't think it's ever been done. All of us said it was make or break for Biden. I did many videos where I said this is make or break for Biden. If he can get through the debate, he'll be okay for November 2024. He'll be okay to campaign. If he screws up, he's toast. He screwed up. He's toast. So many people are wondering, I'm wondering, was this a setup? Did they set up Biden for the fall? Did they give him a placebo as they prepare him for the debate? Was it like a placebo that they gave to Biden and not the real adrenaline stuff that they give him so he can get through 30-minute speeches or an hour debate? So you have the debate. Biden collapses. The Democrat Party, the establishment, they want Biden gone. Then they try to take out Trump. I don't know who they are, but I think all of us have an idea. But a lone gunman tries to take out Trump, right? With a ladder and a rifle, gets up on a roof. Security is inside the building where he's on the roof. Local police see that the shooter is on the roof 10 minutes before Trump gets on stage, but it's a lone gunman, tries to take out Trump. And then we have this bizarre resignation, stepping down. It's not a resignation yet. He hasn't resigned as president yet, but he's stepping down stepping aside from campaigning. And he's endorsing Kamala. I think the plan was Haley Harris, maybe. I did a live stream with Alexander on the Duran yesterday evening, and there were many viewers in the comments who said this was Harris, Haley. This was the plan. That's what they wanted to get to. And it's all completely collapsed. Now, Kamala Harris, she's filed the paperwork, from what I understand, to officially become the candidate. Like, she's jumped on this. She's ready to become the candidate, but not so fast. It's not a done deal just yet, Kamala, even though most of the Democrats are lining up, are uniting behind Kamala Harris, and they're saying that Biden is a true patriot. He put the country above himself. He's a man of integrity. That's the narrative that they're going with. But not all the Democrats are lined up behind Harris. Obama. Everyone's talking about Obama. He hasn't quite endorsed Harris, even though Harris is that's his person. That's Obama's person. Now the Clintons have endorsed Harris. NBC was reporting yesterday that the Clintons were endorsing Biden because the Clintons don't like Harris. They don't like Obama, which means they don't like Harris. Harris doesn't like Biden. Obama doesn't like Biden. The Clintons don't like Obama. Everyone hates each other, man. Everyone freaking hates each other. But the Clintons must have cut some sort of deal with Harris, with Obama. Maybe they cut a deal with Obama, which is cutting a deal with Harris, which means that the Clintons later endorsed Harris. They put out a statement and they said, yeah, we are behind Harris. So everyone has gotten behind Harris, pretty much everyone except Obama. I think has Pelosi endorsed Harris? I don't think she's endorsed Harris just yet. She's calling for an open convention for the delegates to vote during the convention. But maybe Pelosi has endorsed Harris and I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, the big mafia families, they all hate each other. They all hate each other. But the Clintons, they must have cut some sort of deal, and they're on board with Harris. Obama, what is Obama up to? What is he up to? So the New York Times, they put out an article with the title, Why Obama Hasn't Endorsed Harris. The former president has positioned himself as an impartial elder statesman above intra-party machinations and was neutral during the 2020 Democratic primaries. What the New York Times is saying in this article is they're saying that Obama is not endorsing Biden because he doesn't want to put his thumb on the scale. He wants to remain impartial. That's why he's not endorsing Harris. It doesn't mean that he's against Harris. Like many Republicans, according to the New York Times, many Republicans were saying that because Obama did not come out and endorse Harris, that means Obama is not supporting Harris. But the New York Times is reporting that that is not the case. That Obama does support Harris, even though he hasn't endorsed her. It doesn't mean he doesn't like her or he's not supportive of her. He just doesn't want to endorse her, which means that he's behind all of this. This is classic Obama, man. This is classic Obama. It's actually quite a smart move, if you ask me. It's very smart. Let everyone else put their cards on the table. The Clintons, you got the Clintons to make a deal. So they endorse Harris. Everyone else pretty much endorses Harris, right? So Obama's working behind the scenes. He's setting everything up to move Biden. Now, this is how I'm seeing it. I'm not saying this is correct, but this is how I'm kind of visualizing it. He's pulling all the strings, gets Biden out, gets everyone to line up behind Harris, gets the Clintons to line up behind Harris. So they come out with an official statement endorsing Harris. And then what does Obama do? He doesn't endorse Harris. He wants the party to unite. He stays out of it. He stays out of the petty politics. He wants to remain impartial, as the New York Times puts it. He wants to be the elder statesman. Very smart. Very smart. Don't close any doors. Leave some doors open, and maybe, if you see that things aren't going well with Harris in polling or whatever, you still have the opportunity to switch Harris out last minute. Maybe. Most likely not. But you play the elder statesman. You keep all your doors open. That's just my view of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Obama had nothing to do with any of this, right? Maybe he really is the impartial elder statesman, but I think he's playing this really well. I think he's playing this really, really well. That's what I would have done if I was Obama and I was involved in this type of great Game of Thrones maneuvering. You get Biden out. You get the Clintons to cut a deal. You get everyone behind Harris. And you say nothing. You just say, you know what? Let's all unite. Let's all unite. Let's have the convention. And let's do what's best for the party. Very smart move. Well played, Barack Obama, if this is indeed what happened. Who knows? Maybe this didn't happen. Maybe I'm just letting my imagination run away with me. What do I know? I'm just a guy with a camera walking around talking about the news. What do I know? Oh boy. So I think the best thing that could happen, if I was consulting the Democrats, the Democrat Party, I would tell them that the best thing for them to do would be to run Harris. Run Harris. First, get Biden to resign as president. Put Kamala Harris as president. So she's running as an incumbent. This is what I would advise them to do. This is just my take of things. Get Kamala in as president. So she's now running as the incumbent. Because, to be honest, there's no way that you can justify Biden not running for president, but deciding to stay as president. You can't square this circle. And the whole narrative of he's a man of integrity. Alexander nailed it yesterday on our live stream on the Duran. Definitely check it out. Alexander said it best. He said if Biden really was a man of integrity, he would have not campaigned, he would have not run for re-election before the primaries. He would have addressed the American people, and he would have said, I said I was going to be a one-term president. I keep my word. We're going to begin the primaries, and I'm not going to run for re-election. And I want the American people to choose their candidate. I want the Democrat Party and the Democrat Party voters to choose their candidate. That's why I'm not going to run for re-election. I said I was going to be a one-term president. I meant it. That's what he would have done. That's what he would have said if he was a man of integrity. Biden didn't even give a statement yesterday. All we got was a letter and a tweet from someone. No one knows from who, from someone. But anyway, my take on it is look, let's get back to my take. Run Harris as the incumbent. She becomes the first woman president. Has an asterisk, has, a little star next to it, because she didn't win an election or anything. I mean, but, she couldn't even win the primary back in 2020. She dropped out at Iowa, didn't she? But anyway, she makes it to become president of the United States, even if it is for 4 months, for 5 months. Doesn't matter. She's done it. She becomes president. And the Democrat Party takes the L in November. They lose to Trump, because that's what's going to happen. But maybe if they create a lot of distance from the train wreck that was Biden, maybe the Democrat Party can take the House, hold the House, or take or hold the Senate. Maybe. Take the L, but get Kamala Harris to pick a VP who will then be your presidential candidate in 2028. That's what you do. Make Kamala's VP pick the person that's going to lead the party in 2028. Take the L now. You save the Democrat Party from complete meltdown. You lose the presidency. Maybe you can keep something in Congress. Maybe. Kamala gets what she wants, which is she becomes president. She gets all the perks of being an ex-president afterwards. And you position the person who's going to run against, most likely against J.D. Vance, let's just say in 2028. That's what I would tell the Democrat Party to do if I was consulting them. But why would they listen to me? Who am I? Who am I to advise such smart, capable people in the Democrat Party? Oh boy. So, very dangerous time in the United States of America. Very, very dangerous time. On a geopolitical level, who is making decisions? Who has their hand on the nuclear button? Who has the codes for the nukes? Who has those codes? Who has the phone for the nuclear weapons? Who is it? Is it Sullivan? Is it Blinken? Is it Jill? Is it Hunter? Is it Hunter? I don't know. Very dangerous times. The United States is in 2 wars. Ukraine, the Middle East, starting another conflict with China. It's escalating with Iran. The big worry that I have, that I believe many people have, is that now that you have this big vacancy in the White House, and you have a very angry Biden family, but an angry Biden who absolutely despises Russia, despises Putin, is obsessed with Ukraine. Maybe they decide to do something crazy. That I think is everyone's fear. The Kremlin has said that they don't really care what's going on in the United States. This is what Peskov said, that the Kremlin doesn't care what's going on in the United States. They're going to win in Ukraine. That's what they're focused on. Let me see if I have Peskov's quote here. Russia has other priorities than waiting for the outcome of the U.S. presidential elections, Peskov said, Kremlin spokesman, when reached for comment on the U.S. President Joe Biden withdrawing from the race. For us, reaching the goals of the special military operation against Ukraine is a priority. rather than the outcome of the U.S. elections. That is what Peskov said in a statement. So that's the Kremlin's stance on all of this. But a lot of uncertainty, very dangerous geopolitical scene right now, extremely dangerous. Russia, India, China, Brazil, the entire world is looking at this probably in fear and horror. What is going on in the United States? Who is running things? Jake Sullivan, I've always said that Jake Sullivan from two and a half years ago, 3 years ago, I said Jake Sullivan is the foreign policy president of the United States. When it comes to the United States, foreign policy, it is Jake Sullivan who's the real president. That's what I've been saying for 3 years plus. But you have this Biden family obsession with Ukraine. And he's obsessed with Ukraine. He's obsessed with trying to stick it to Putin. It's very personal for him. And the fear is that the Biden family, that Biden Hunter, they're going to do something very stupid and something very crazy. We'll see. We will see. But the big losers in all of this, from a geopolitical standpoint, the big losers, well, Europe, the EU. The EU. What a bunch of boneheads. What a bunch of clowns. Man, the EU. They actually listened to Biden. They actually followed Biden into a proxy war with Russia. They followed Professor Biden into a proxy war with Russia. What a bunch of boneheads. Keir Starmer last week was talking about how sharp and how awesome Biden was. Keir Starmer, that's what he said last week. Last week he said Biden is on the ball, man. He's as sharp as a tack. That's not exactly what he said, but he said Biden's very capable. He's making decisions. He's strong. He's tough. He's decisive. Keir Starmer. It just shows you what a bunch of puppets they are, huh? What a bunch of puppets. I mean, they have no independent thought. They say and do whatever they are told. You got to imagine that Keir Starmer saw Biden. He saw what state he was in. He's probably saying to himself, "My God, this guy is toast." But I'm sure that the establishment sat down with Keir Starmer. They gave him his script, and they said, "This is what you're going to say about Biden." And Keir Starmer is probably reading the script, going, "I saw him. He has no idea where he is." No, Keir Starmer. You're going to say that he is sharp. Got it? Okay, I'll say he's sharp. I mean, what can I do? I'll say he's on the ball. I mean, I saw the guy. He's not on the ball, but if this is the script, I'll read the script. all the EU leaders, they all talked about how awesome Biden is. At the G7 just a month ago, Biden is awesome. All of them, all the G7 guys, Macron, all of them. Macron, Schultz, Ursula Vander Crazy. She took the entire European Union into a proxy war with Russia because she believed in Biden's awesomeness. They destroyed all of Europe following Biden. Big losers. The European Union. Big losers. And of course, we get to the biggest loser of them all from a geopolitical standpoint. That's Elensky. Elensky, absolutely. He had a deal, March 2022. Didn't take it. Listened to Boris Johnson, the king of clowns. He listened to Boris Johnson. Tore up the ceasefire deal. Very beneficial to Ukraine, that ceasefire deal. He had Minsk 1. He had Minsk 2. Very good deal. Very good agreement for Ukraine. Super agreement for Ukraine. The Minsk agreements. Nope. Not going to honor those either. I'm going to take Ukraine into war because Biden has told me that we're going to win for as long as it takes, Remember that? Well, it looks like we got for as long as it takes. It was July 21st. July 21st was how long it takes. Yeah, Biden told me for as long as it takes. Podolyak, Biden tell me for as long as it takes. If Biden tell me for as long as it takes, I believe him. Tear up these agreements. Tore up the agreements, destroyed his country. So many lives destroyed, lost, because he listened to Biden. The Biden White House. Biden White House. You guys know what I mean. At the end of the day, it's Biden. Yes, I know he doesn't make any of the decisions. Yes, Sullivan, Blinken, they were most likely running the show, but still, he's the face. He's the commander in chief. Yeah, Elensky. He has got to be pooping in his pants right about now. If I was Elensky, I would be making one phone call. Only one phone call. That's all you need to do, Elensky. One phone call to China, not to Russia, to China. And I would tell Xi Jinping, help me. Help me to negotiate with Russia. Please be the mediator. Help me to negotiate with Russia. The collective West is a complete mess. The United States is not even close to being stable. Hopefully in November 2024, if Trump wins, then we get some stability in the United States. But right now we have a 4-month period of just complete uncertainty. But I would make a call to Xi Jinping and I would tell him, please, please help me negotiate. But they're not going to listen to me. Elensky's not going to listen to me. Who am I? Just some guy with a camera talking about the news. Anyway, that brings me to the clown world. And we stick with Elensky. And it's a meme. It's a meme that everyone is sharing. Even Donald Trump Jr. shared this meme. And it's a photo of Biden, like a FaceTime screen grab picture of Biden, President Elensky, 52 missed calls. President Elensky sends Biden a message. My money still coming, right? Question mark. President Elensky sending a message to Biden. I'm scared. President Elensky, another message to Biden. Please answer. That's pretty much what's going on. It's a meme, but you know what? I think it's pretty accurate, that meme. That's probably what's happening with Elensky. Podolyak, what is going on? What is happening in America? What is happening with Biden? Get him on the phone. He doesn't answer my messages. What a mess. Oh, boy. Anyway, that's the video, everybody. TheDuran.locals.com. We are on Rumble, ODYSEE, BitChute, Telegram, Rockfin, and Twitter X. And go to the Duran shop. Pick up a limited edition t-shirt like the one I am wearing in this video, which is one of my favorite shirts. You will find a link in the description box down below. Take care.